Bear Creek runs right through the heart of Medford, Oregon, and is home to a large portion of Medford's homeless population. You won't see many families along the banks trying to figure out their next step here, though. The Bear Creek Greenway is known as one of the toughest places to be homeless in Medford. Just past the bike path, hidden by heavy vegetation, many of the homeless community's outliers claim a patch of ground and set up camp. On any given night, you can find drug use, people hiding from legal issues, and a segment of society that has burned most of the bridges in their lives. No one comes to the Greenway to live. They end up on the Greenway to escape. About once a month, a task force of officers from various local law enforcement agencies come through overnight and remove everyone they can from the illegal campsites by enforcing prohibited camping ordinances. These laws make camping in areas like the Greenway a misdemeanor. Critics say that the laws are aimed at making it illegal to be homeless. Government officials say that these sweeps are absolutely necessary because of the amount of garbage left behind. Each month, an average of 5 tons of garbage is left. Sergeant Steve First has led the sweeps for the Medford Police Department. He interacts with a large majority of the homeless residents of Bear Creek. I asked him what he saw as a bigger issue, mental illness or drugs.
Drugs.
By what percentage?
I would say 3 out of 4 people we deal with at least is drugs, and unfortunately more drugs.
As I read through comments about the sweeps on Facebook, it became clear to me that the common idea of the homeless community is that they're either addicted to drugs or mentally ill. While it's true that addiction issues can go hand in hand with homelessness, especially in places like the Greenway, there are a host of issues that can lead one to homelessness. Take Harold, for instance.
Harold, let's talk about your hair, though. What do you want to do with that?
Could you just...
Trim it? You want to keep it long?
No, I don't like long hair. Like I said, parts of my memory work fine. Mm-hmm. And other part, and you weren't given a book that outlines on what day is what's going to happen to your memory. You learn it by, it's not working.
Yeah.
And the problem is, you go for a walk, mm-hmm. and then you find yourself 25 miles away from where you started, and you don't know how you got there.
I don't have that
right.
much here, but
Yeah.
Now how do you get back?
I met Harold at Second Tuesday, a resource event that was held in Medford by the Southern Oregon Outreach Coalition, Access, La Clinica, Revco, and a few other agencies. Harold's main problem accessing help is that he can tend to, as he put it, get lost at times. He's tried to get help before, but after missing appointments and being written off, he admits that it gets more difficult to trust the people that are there to help him.
I think by nature I'm a very suspicious person.
So here we have Harold. He's homeless, he tends to get lost a lot, he doesn't have a phone, and it's difficult to keep up with him. What kind of services are available for someone like that? How does he even access them? I asked those questions to George Jarvis from Access.
I mean, there's services available, but what you're talking about, no way to get a hold of him. He doesn't show up to appointments. The only help we have of getting him there is with the outreach.
So we know that there's 600 homeless people, mm-hmm. Jackson County. If all of them decided, I want help today, could you, and if there was housing available, is there money to put them in housing?
I would suspect so. I know with the veterans, more likely than the non-veterans, because, there's a big push to help veterans, and we have federal funding, quite a bit of federal funding.
There are lots of ways to look at Harold. The help is there, he just has to stop missing appointments, right? We don't know why he misses those appointments. He clearly doesn't want to be on the streets. He's asked for help, he continues to ask for help, and he does his best to comply, but something in his condition makes it difficult for him to stay on track. His mind wanders, and he misses an appointment, and then it's that much more difficult to get him back in for help. It's a common problem among the homeless community, and one that we'll discuss on the next installment of Homelessness in Medford.
I mean, scientific studies have shown if you can get them stably housed, then you can take care of, with case management and counseling and all that stuff, take care of the rest of the issues, that they're going to be there.
Next time we'll have some perspective from a couple of people who work with the homeless community, and we'll talk with them about the importance of utilizing methods like harm reduction and trauma-informed principles and practices when dealing with at-risk communities. Thanks to everybody for being interested. I think this is a really important issue and one that can actually be changed if we try. I also believe that change has to start with communication, so I really, really appreciate you all for watching. Thanks.
I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to where all of this is in the rearview mirror.
Quiet thoughts of growing old. Now the only ones are rider of eternal home. People say to live it up. Money and things aren't what you want. The American dream is a nightmare.